Most of you probably don't need it. You can probably go a few weeks without food and be absolutely fine. The thing you have to understand about food is obviously you have the food that you're gonna have in your combat pack, that you're gonna be having with your MREs, that type of stuff. But there's gonna be a time in survival where you're probably going to eat what's naturally around you. What's great is that a shit ton of things are edible right around us. Local flora and fauna right here. I know I can nibble on the ends of these and just get a fuck ton of vitamin C. So that is just one of the many things that you can get into. When it comes to plant life, the thing you have to realize is that if you're going to identify a source that's edible, this is going to be a little bit of preparation on your part and knowing the local plants and fauna and flora. Otherwise, you might have to experiment a little, which is much more dangerous. So a couple general principles to think about. Red berries, 50-50, poison or not poison. Probably not going to mess with them in a survival scenario. White berries, anything with white berries or black dots on them, stay away from them. They're poisonous. When it comes to your blackberries and blueberries, they're almost always edible. When it comes to aggregate berries, such as raspberries, huckleberry, those are all edible. Those are good to go, despite the color, except for white, but I don't know of any white aggregate berries. So those are all going to be good to go. When it comes to plants, like just basic leaves that we have, identify plants in your area that you know are going to be edible. Typically leaves, especially inside the bark, tubers, so like the roots themselves are going to be quite edible and nutritious. They're going to provide a lot of carbohydrates, and that's what you typically need when it comes to a survival situation because it's going to use less water. Protein uses a shit ton of water. You're probably going to be a little bit limited on water, so you want to be careful with that protein intake. Now, if you don't know if something is poisonous or not poisonous, you literally cannot find any game to eat, and you just have to eat this plant, and you see this plant everywhere, you can do a basic taste test. So we'll explain how to do that.